That is a newly hatched bee. I saw bees and heard bees out in the garden just now. It's a really nice day. I thought I'd come and check on these that have been under shelter. And what's happening now is there's a bee here that might be looking to use these to hatch, but I don't really want them to use them to lay their eggs in yet. I want them to use the ones outside. Oh, they're beautiful. I think they're certainly probably known as red bees. They're solitary bees. So I thought, what's that? I think that's a newly hatched one. But I think these ones are wanting to lay their eggs in the remaining holes. And these are the little caps that have come off here. We'll go out and have a look at the ones that we put up, like Mark put up last year, up on top of the carport, and see if any of the bees are interested in them. They're so pretty, little tiny like red bodies. I want to say red mason bees, but I mean maybe they do. Yeah, I think they do. This, I'm trying to think which this one we originally bought in Devon, and it was known then, or named then, as a mason bee nest. I mean, obviously we've put new tubes in it since then, on and off, so yeah, let's go and have a look at the ones outside. So Mark put those ones up last year. I can hear bees, so I imagine there'll be some activity around those as well soon. Some bees and other insects spend their winter under leaves, and which is why it's important. Hedgehogs also under piles of leaves or in piles of logs, which is why it's really important not to clear up and make your garden tidy. I think that will be daylilies coming up there, and I can't remember what that is. Forsythia is still flowering. I forget what these are every year. Somebody always tells me. I always take photos of them every year, and I forget what they are every year. I've just had a phone call from the microstation people to say they're starting on Monday. So it's going to be incredibly busy. We're going to have groundworks going on here and the work going on inside the house. It'll all be a bit exciting, but it'll be really lovely if it is over by Easter. Oh, sorry, dropped you then. I'm resting on the gate here. That high-pitched tweeting is a robin, I think. I've been to the osteopath. It's really weird. I've had 4 osteopaths in my lifetime. One of them that I would say was a traditional, you know, wrench bits of you round and crack your neck osteopaths. Trying to focus on those daffodils. No, I can't go that far. Or can I? Another was a very gentle Greek lady in Kent who was just very gentle osteopath, and then the one I had recently that bullied me. And then this one, but it's very weird, very weird. Lots of work this time on my left big toe and around my ankle and up my calf, somehow flicking his fingers against the muscle, and at times it hurt enough for me to cry out. And in English you cry out ouch, and in French it's aïe. And I've started doing aïe. I must be fluent now in French. So yeah, that was rather painful or uncomfortable, you know. And he did some more cranial, whatever, on my head and neck. So I'm really pleased about that, because that's worked really well. You know, I do hurt a little bit now and again, but not to the level that I was hurting before. So we did that. We're both really tired. Mark's tired, I'm tired. He's gone back to bed for a bit. I'm going to wake him up in 20 minutes. And then I might have a nap. We had a really lovely meal at somewhere in Memorion called Le Lucullus. We went there for his birthday. We went in the restaurant, the gourmand restaurant, for his birthday. But the brasserie is where we ate with our friends Lizzie, Claire and Etienne a few weeks back. And it's just really lovely food. It's top quality, absolute top quality, but it's everyday lunch. You know, it's like it's served every day. That's a bee. Come to check out, see if there's any holes it can lay eggs in. I mean, on the camera. Yeah, it's full in there. You need to book, because it's very popular with local people, because it's such good food. It's probably a tiny bit more expensive than a proper French midday meal in a run-of-the-mill restaurant, but it was really lovely. We had brie cooked in honey for melted, you know, so melted brie with the honey drizzled over it. It was really hot as our entree. And then it was pork mignon with a tandoori sauce, and it looked like, you know how when they serve up rice it's been in a bowl, so it's moulded, the rice. Well, it looked like moulded rice, but it was actually tiny little pasta in a cheesy sauce was the accompaniment. Lovely fresh leaf salads, you know, little young leaved salads, both with the entree and with the main course, which is up my street. I do like to have my salad. I miss my salad if I don't have it enough. And I'm going to come away from here because I'm standing on a slope. What was dessert? Dessert was rice pudding with red fruit sauce. So it was lovely. And I put a review on TripAdvisor because they're so deserving. The team are happy. Efficient. Wanting to practice their French. English. Oh, yep, dead cat in the road. Dear me. That's rural France for you. Probably lay there quite happily. I don't know how many cars we get up here in an hour. Depending on the time of day, 1, 2. Busier times of day we might get 3 or 4. It's definitely spring-like at last. Really lovely. Where are you off to, Mrs. Cat? Oh, you're coming over here. You coming over here? Hmm? You silly girl. Huh? Where you headed? Huh? So, that's it. All systems go on Monday. I like spring.